I want to pitch to Kai Cenat my three ideas that I think will make Streamer University a better experience, a better show. I've got three really good ideas that I want to pitch to Kai Cenat that I think will help to make the show even better than it was before. And one of the issues that I would start off with was there was so much going on with Streamer University. It was so overwhelming because everyone was streaming. You would have Kai Cenat streaming, and he's a principal. Then you would see someone fighting in the hallways, and then you'd watch their stream. And then what ended up happening is that I got so overwhelmed that I ended up just watching the stream of the person that I knew the most. So outside of Kai Cenat, so maybe it was a DDG or a Kai. And it lost the essence for me of actually finding smaller creators. So, should be a recap of each day, a summary, at least 45 minutes to an hour, a recap done by Kai Cenat's team that's posted to Kai Cenat's YouTube channel that shows a recap of everything that has actually happened on the previous day. Similar to like something like a Big Brother or Love Island, right? Where you have the recap, you have Kai Cenat's team, the videographers placing cameras in strategic areas of Stream University and having a camera crew to follow and pick up the best stories throughout that day. Once these stories are all collated throughout the day, then there should be a recap where we get this sort of like summary of what actually happened throughout the day on Stream University. And this can be like narrated as well. It will give them a really clear understanding of what Stream University is. And it will provide a really clear narrative that actually then helps people to get to learn about other streamers. Number two, and I think was a missed opportunity last time. When you think about school, in a school there's assignments, and then you get graded at the end of the year for your assignment. So let's use this as for example. Yona is going to be teaching a drama class. After she teaches the class, why there should be an assignment for the people in the class to actually, by at the end of the year, let's say once streaming university is coming towards the end, every person in the class has to get into a group and perform a drama, has to perform a play that they all come up with. This makes it fun. This makes it so that not everyone is just doing random stuff, but then there's actually more. There's actually more of a focus of people, the streamers working together to actually come up with an end product of a play, a drama where they have to perform in front of all the other students, all the other teachers, and also Kai, the head master. This then takes streamer university just from being everyone is streaming, but actually there's actually goals within university. The third thing that I would change in streamer university is that I think there needs to be more consequences. Last year in streamer university, there were people that were doing, in my opinion, too much. For example, someone like Rakai, right? It was too much, and often Kai would reprimand him or he would get into trouble. But then but there was no sort of like there was a lot of threatening, but it didn't lead to anything. So I think, especially now that there's going to be like hall monitors and people who are going to be in charge of like disciplining and stuff like that, I think there should be more power that's given to the teachers, the hall monitors, to give students that are problematic a strike. And I think this would be funny because you'll see how far students or these streamers will actually want to go towards testing the strike policy. I think it could be anything from running late to class, because a lot of people were running late to classes or weren't attending classes. It could be people that are like causing massive disturbances. Like, obviously, you still want people to have flexibility, have fun, but if people causing really massive disturbances or like people just like being really disruptive in classes, so you don't actually get to enjoy the quality of the class. I think then people should then get these strikes against a name, and then they'll be funny to have like this checkboard that Kai Cenat has of the students that are like getting a strike. And again, it'll be funny to see that as part of like the story that I said, where we see kind of like an overview of each day, because there will be certain students that will try to push it to the limit and see how far they can get. If a student does get three strikes, then they should just be kicked out, right? I think the students need to respect the opportunity. Again, have fun, but there needs to be some respect of the opportunity. And I think some of my three ideas that I'm pitching to Kai Cenat. I hope Kai Cenat, you're watching this. Tag Kai Cenat in. I want him to hear these ideas. Not only do I want to hear his ideas, I want to work with Kai Cenat on this. I think it's really exciting. I want to be a part of the team. I would love to work on this. I would love to share more ideas. I would love 5 minutes to pitch to you some ideas and have opportunity to work with you on this project. Wish you guys all the best. Take care. Bye.